What do you know about my family?
I don't know anything.
Fair enough.
The first trailer of Netflix's upcoming Punisher has finally dropped, and it's fire! It's an incredibly violent mashup of Marvel and Metallica, and the bottom line is, Frank Castle is gonna kill a lot of people.
Frank Castle's back.
The Punisher, he's dead.
Just look like the work of a dead man to you.
Before we jump into the trailer, hit subscribe because we'll have much more on Punisher once the show premieres on Netflix. We're also breaking down episodes of Rick and Morty, American Horror Story Cult, and much more. Number 1. First, let's talk about the soundtrack. It's, of course, Metallica's One, which was featured on their 1988 album, And Justice for All. It's an anti-war song that was inspired by the novel and film Johnny Got His Gun. That was the story of a soldier who lost all of his limbs and senses after being hit by an artillery shell during World War I. He survived but was stuck in a hospital bed as a prisoner in his own body. You can imagine that fellow Army vet Frank Castle has similar feelings after his family was murdered and he's betrayed by his own government. Number 2. How about a familiar face? Karen Page and Frank Castle have shared the screen before, and they also share in the emotional trauma they've endured. Way back in the second season of Daredevil, Page worked Castle's case and uncovered his past. She's also witnessed Castle punish his enemies, so she knows exactly what she's getting into. Page will play a major role in The Punisher by helping Castle figure out who's responsible for his family's murder. Number 3. Frank Castle can't do all this killing on his own. He needs a partner in crime, right? Enter Microchip.
Work with me. On one condition. I'm gonna kill them all. Yeah, I can live with that.
He first appeared in the comics in 1987 and helped Frank with weapons and surveillance during missions. In more recent years, the Punisher and Microchip have been at odds, and it doesn't end well for Microchip. This isn't the first time he's been referenced in the MCU. In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Daisy actually name drops another hacker by the name of Micro.
One of my sources, this guy, Micro, he's kind of a crime scene junkie. He came across something.
And then in the second season of Daredevil, Frank was given a CD-ROM with Micro written on it. Number 4. The Punisher will face off against his arch-enemy Billy Russo, aka Jigsaw. He first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man back in 1976, but he made quite a long run in the Punisher comics. In the books, Billy was known for his good looks and effectiveness as a hitman, but he soon became the target on Frank Castle's revenge tour. Russo killed everyone with a connection to the Castles, but one problem: he let Frank live. Hours later, Castle tracked him down at a nightclub, killed all of his associates, and sent him through a glass window. That disfigured face is the reason why he's called Jigsaw.
Damn!
Unsurprisingly, the man formerly known as the Butte held a long-time vendetta against Frank. Finally, there's William Rollins. He was a corrupt CIA agent featured in Garth Ennis's Punisher Max series. He amassed a whole bunch of power and wealth by secretly smuggling drugs using CIA resources. Rollins ran into Frank during an operation in Russia and made numerous attempts to capture and kill him. You can guess how that went. Thanks for watching, guys. Now Netflix is still hush-hush on when The Punisher will debut, but you can expect it before the end of the year. And we will definitely be discussing the show here on GameSpot Universe, so be sure to subscribe. Hit us up in the comments with any other Easter eggs you guys noticed.